Give me the shot. Mama, I'm scared. I'm scared. Please help me, please. I'm scared. Somebody help me,
Stay
please.
tuned.
All right.
This is Life in the Philippines. Breaking news alert.
Hello and welcome to Life in the Philippines. I'm Vaccinated. In today's video, we'll show you how I got vaccinated as an expat in Mandaue City. Watch this video to the end for a better understanding. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hi guys, I just want to relate to you how as an expat, many of you can get registered for your vaccination in Mandaue or Cebu City. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. I did mine on Friday the 18th, and the only thing I did, I registered online prior to me going down to the registration center. I registered at the Mandaue online form that they sent me, and I also registered for the Cebu City online registration vaccination form. Once we proceeded to register online, we went down to J Center Mall, and that was one of their vaccination centers for Mandaue City. And we looked at the try to get a vaccination there, but it was so crowded we couldn't hardly get in the building. It was so crowded, man. So what we did was we found out that the J Center Mall, is the place where people go that are not registered online. So they had a ton of people, and it was huge because people did not register online, but they wanted their vaccination, so they could register there right there in the mall, in the State Center Mall. So we decided to go to the next location we were told about, which is Pacific Mall in Mandaue City. We went to Pacific Mall. It was less crowded, so it looked more reasonable. And the reason why it was less crowded is Pacific Mall does not take walk-ins. Okay, so you have to be pre-registered online in order for them to take you. So we had our pre-registration online. So the only thing I did, these told me to get in line. I didn't want to do it. I said, let's come back. I said, nah, get in there. I got in line. And we went in there, and she's just, when I sat at the desk, intake desk, she said, are you registered online? I said, yes. And she's, give me your name, my ID. She keyed in and saw me that I was registered. And she asked me a few questions, and I went through this next steps. There's 6 steps that you have to go through. I have the links for the online registration forms for you, and I'll show you the 6 steps that you need once you get registered online, and once they intake you in, I'll show you the 6 steps that you'll go through to get your vaccination. Okay.
Now we're here in J Center Mall, guys, and you can see it is busy here. It is Friday morning, a little bit after 11 o'clock in the morning, and the mall is jumping. They got people all over the place. I'm surprised that this mall used to not be this busy, but they have a lot of new attractions now, and so people are all over this place. But the good thing, guys, people are.
Steps.
Huh?
We have 6.
Okay, guys, these are Dia has in front of me. There's actually 6 steps you have to go through to get your vaccination. And she's showing you the 6 steps on her phone right now. Okay? I'm going to go over there and do the live picture of it. But there's 6 steps you have to go through to get your vaccination. I'm going to walk through the steps with you. Number 1, step 0, actually 7. 0 is you have to have pre-vaccination screening. Okay? Step 1, the waiting area. Step 2, registration. Step 3, screening. Step 4, health education. Step 5, vaccine administration. Step 6, observation. After you get your shot, observe you for a while. So it's actually 6 steps. And you can see many people are there right now waiting. They're in their whatever step they're in. But the time for the vaccination is Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay?
Okay, guys, this first website I have for you is the Mandaue City COVID-19 Vaccination Registration website. Okay? It says this is the official vaccination registration form for the residents of Mandaue. Now, you don't have to be a resident of Mandaue. As long as you're a resident of Cebu City, you can go down there and fill out this information, and you can fill out this information and they'll be able to assist you. It says Should you have any clarification or inquiries regarding this registration, you may visit our Mandaue City VOC Facebook page at Mandaue Res Vacuna, or call us, and that's the number there for Smart and Globe, and that's their location as well. All right, now your email address. This is notice Mandaue is catering only to A1 through A4 registration. So if you're in the A1 through A4 registration group, you'll be able to come to that location. No minors are accepted at this time. So you choose your main category. It will be one of those A1 through A4 right there. Okay. And then, excuse me. And then, okay, it says this is required. Let's just do, if you have like a comorbidity, just put A3 double comorbidity. Now you'll need to, when you go down there, guys, and some of you will need a doctor's certificate showing that you have a comorbidity, or you may need a doctor's prescription. You're not going to get in without a prescription or a doctor's certificate showing that you have a comorbidity. What I mean comorbidity? What you mean comorbidity, man? It means you got something like high blood, you got diabetes, something like that will show that you have an underlying condition that COVID-19 will take you out and get it. Also, maintenance. These saying in the background, maintenance. If you have a maintenance drug that you take for high blood for your diabetes, whatever, you have prescriptions for that, you can bring it down and they'll accept you. Okay, category, you're going to choose, just make sure you choose accept category. So if you have a comorbidity, you'll probably come down and choose, let's say, chronic, whatever yours is, chronic respiratory disease, hypertension, cardiac, whatever it is, you know what yours is, diabetes, obesity, just choose it, and then you'll go, I'm just putting in something here, I'm just going to put in anything so we can go forward. Okay, put your last name there, first name, all caps, all letters, middle name, and then whether you're senior, junior, whatever, civil status, whether you're married, whatever, contact number. This is important that you put your correct contact number, because they're going to text you back, giving you a scheduled appointment time and a scheduled appointment location, so that you'll know when to show up. So it's important that you put down your correct contact number, and that you keep your phone open and on at all times so that you can receive the text that they send you. Current residence, whether your desire is to Cebu Island, you're going to put that down. If you're not in the Mandaue, just put other, okay, whatever, and then write it out. You put your current barangay there, you select that. Sex, male or female, your birthday, occupation, whatever that is, allergies, you answer these little questions about allergies, etc., etc., etc. And I'm not going to go through all of this. It gives you preferred brand. You just go down and select the brands you want. Let's see. Preferred back. You select preferred weekdays only is what they're looking for. They want you to put weekdays only. It does not guarantee you will be scheduled on the date, but you may be scheduled earlier or later. Okay, put that down there. As of June 16, 2021, the brand available for first dose is Pfizer. We will prioritize A1, A2, A3, A4 for this rollout. We are strictly implementing a no walk-in policy. This is a big change, guys. When I came in there, they had a walk-in policy, so they were able to accept me. But if you go down there and you don't have your notice from them, your text message, you will not be accepted into the program. You will not be accepted there. You have to wait for them to send you a text message, okay? As of June 9, 2021, registration may be directed to any of these 5 vaccination sites: Mandaue City Sports Complex, UCLM, Backgate, Metro, formerly the Guapa, IEC, Vaccination Mega Center, and Pacific Mall or J Center Mall. We went to J Center Mall, and then we went to Pacific, and I got mine at Pacific. Lisa tried at J Center, but it was so crowded, so she's waiting to get hers done she's waiting for them to text her, then they'll tell her where to go. Usually, they'll try to get you to closer where your home is. Says you will be informed of your vaccination site via the text email sent by the VOC. Alright. Notice you may receive text messages from the following personnel: Mark, Marwin, Gail, Regime, Ara, etc., etc., etc. Text messages from these personnel and numbers are legitimate communication from the VOC. Notice, VOC stands for Vaccine Operations Center. Notice, refrain from registering more than once. Our system will schedule the latest entry and not the first entry. Okay, so if you register twice, they're not going to look at the first one. They're going to look at the last one you put in. Okay, so do not repeat scheduling of this. That's the main emphasis of this registration for Mandaue. Okay, guys, this is the registration for Cebu City. Okay, and here and I'll have the link for this registration form in the description of the video. That says Vaccine Information Management System. It's called VIMS. Okay, it's the online registration. Choose your category, whether you're a healthcare worker, senior citizen, indigent, uniformed personnel, essential worker, other. Okay, new prioritization. A1. They're taking A1 through A4, so you're going to be any one of those right there, A1 through A4. Okay. Next, you're going to say available ID. You have to choose your ID. Your ID will be, let's see here. Your ID will be PRC number, OSA facility ID. You might, if you have a passport, or if you have a driver's license here, anything that shows that you are registered with a government agency, whether it's in the USA or here, preferably here, that will suffice as your ID or your passport. Your ID number there is your passport ID number, etc. Field health also, they'll take a field health. If you're in the field health, you put that, type NA if you don't have one. If you're your person with physical disabilities, you put your required ID there to identify that you're a disabled person, or NA. Social Security pension guaranteed, choose that. If no, last name, first name, middle name, senior, junior, whatever. Birthday, contact number. That's important again for that contact number, because if Cebu City gets to you first, whoever Cebu City may get to you first, if you fill out both like I did. Mandaue, we went down and got mine in Mandaue. Your address, your barangay, your CDO, your sex at birth, and that's a new category here, sex at birth, because a lot of people are what? Transgender, right? They change their sex nowadays. So that is a valid question. Were you a man when you were born, or were you female? You know, so that's a good one. And also civil status: are you married, single, divorced, etc. Employment status: whether you're retired, self-employed, profession, whatever your profession is, providing direct care to COVID-19 patient. Your name of employer if you have one, government unit which employee belongs to, and these are all categories that you can put NA if you don't have a company you work with. Allergies is important, guys. You choose your allergies you have. Do you have allergies? You say yes. Then you come down here and choose the allergies you have. You may have drug, food, insect, latex, pollen, all kind of stuff like that. That's required, because you need to know before you take Pfizer, because Pfizer, if you have a major allergy, you could wind up getting some very bad side effects with comorbidities. That means if you got high blood, heart disease, etc., 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 you want to write some of that stuff down. COVID history. If you never had COVID before, no. Date of first positive result. If you had a positive result, put that. Classification of infection. They symptomatic, mild. Are you willing to be vaccinated? Yes. Email address, again, very important. Click by clicking here, I agree, and then you submit. Okay? That's how you fill out your form, online form for Cebu City. And the other one I just showed you for Mandaue City, how to get registered online so that you can get your vaccination Expat. Alright?
Get a shot. Mama, I'm scared. I'm scared. Please help me, please. I'm scared. Somebody help me, please. Alright.
I think you're excited. Just relax.
Alright.
Inhale. Don't move. Okay, done.
That's it? That wasn't too bad. That wasn't bad at all.
A towering presence, run like the wind. Be a king or queen. Life in the Philippines.